Hey guys, welcome back to the Cocco channel and to another tutorial Tuesday. This is a chatty, use new things. The gorgeous, wonderful Miss Nessa sent me some goodies for my birthday. In addition to the box, she sent me some of her favorite drugstore items that she has been loving, and so I did use those. It's like a drugstore base and a Kevyn Aucoin eye. We went through some issues with the eye, this one in particular. It's always the right eye. Please tell me down below which eye for you is your struggle, because this guy, like, ugh. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and let's go ahead and get started on this tutorial. I just said tutorial. Hi guys, so I wanted to do a makeup video because the beautiful Miss Nessa sent me a ton of goodies to use. I was complaining about my skin, and so she sent me a primer, a foundation, and a concealer, and they're all drugstore, and I'm so excited because I do not use a lot of drugstore, except for like my foundation. I love my, or I used to love my CoverGirl. But this is the primer that she sent me. She said you kind of have to be careful with this one because you can end up looking like a Tin Man. So this is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Dewy Face Primer. So it is so, I like swatched it a little bit, and it's pretty shimmery, but I'm really excited. I'm really excited about it. It doesn't really have a scent to it, so that's nice. Ooh, it's like nice and tacky. And then she sent me the Hard Candy Glamouflage Full Coverage Foundation. This is supposed to be 16-hour wear. She asked me colors and I wasn't sure, and so she chose 1503, which may be a little bit on the dark side for me, but that's okay because we can just bring it down our neck. Alright, so I'm using a beauty blender just because that's the best way I like to apply my foundations, and so I wouldn't do it differently with a different foundation, you know what I'm saying? Let's see if I can get it open. Bailey is refusing to not only take a nap but be in a good mood. Oh, it has an applicator. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, so this is a little bit on the dark side, but it'll be okay. I'm not worried. Actually, maybe it's not. This is so interesting, this little applicator. This has a weird smell to it. And if you're new, I smell everything. I don't know why, it's just a weird thing that I do. That may be too much. I really don't know how this foundation performs, but it's supposed to be like a full coverage foundation, so it seems very thick, and that's I think why I put so much on. It's not like liquidy, so in my mind it's not gonna like spread. Wow, that's actually a perfect color for me. Weird. I always get like the lightest shade usually, unless it's like summertime, but this is actually blending out really nice. I am so impressed with this. I'm not surprised because Nessa has really good taste, but I don't even think I own anything from Hard Candy, and it's not for any reason other than I don't go to Walmart, just because my Target is a little bit more accessible. I'm just gonna add a little bit more coverage where I want it. Holy moly, this is blending out so nice. I really hope it wears as nice as it's blending out. Wow, that's really pretty. Okay, and then the concealer that she sent over is a classic, and I don't know how I had forgotten all about it. What did I do with it? I have too much stuff on my desk. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm redoing my room right now to like transition it into more business, and there's just stuff everywhere because I was waiting on the bins. Oh my gosh. So this is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewinder Eraser Dark Circles, and this, she got me the color Fair Claire. So I don't know how I forgot about this. I used to love this stuff. This was like my favorite thing back in the day, and it was like the only thing I could afford when I very first started YouTube. I was like, whew, I was bare minimum with makeup. I was getting, you know, anyways. There is nothing wrong with being on a budget at all. My husband's in the other room. I'm sure he's thinking, I wish you were on one. Okay, so I'm gonna do just a little bit of highlighting. I've been enjoying that lately, just to bring a little bit of life back to my face, because I do look kind of flat. So I just like to bring a little bit of lightness just right there. I don't do my nose and I don't do my chin like some people do, just because I feel like it doesn't look right on me. But that's my opinion and I'm entitled to it. I'm just kidding. Oh, I forgot how much I love this concealer. It's so good and it blends so easily. She says that she loves these two paired together. Okay, and then I'm gonna set everything, and I really wanna call this like a drugstore. I could use my flower powder. This is in L01. I literally never used this because I felt like it wasn't really that light, even though it's like the first one. But for the sake of calling this a drugstore face or base, because my brows are not going to be drugstore. I don't have anything drugstore for that. So we'll just call it a drugstore base. And then, as you could tell from the intro, I am going to be able to do that Kevyn Aucoin look that you guys were all dying over. I got so many compliments on that eye look. It was crazy. And I was like so nervous doing it. I was like, this is literally going to look like I got punched. Not by myself. Weirdo. So I like to extra set right in here because lately, I don't know if I've been having a really good time or what, but my smile lines have been like so crazy and everything is settling into them for some reason. So see, this freaking powder is already oxidizing on me. You can see like the orange on the either side of my face. Hey. Do you see that like orange around my mouth? I don't know who in their right mind called this light, but everybody said that this foundation or powder was so good. Look at how orange that looks. Oh wow. Just ruined a perfectly good makeup. I'll fix it, it'll be fine. I'm gonna go in with some more things that Nessa gave me. I'm pretty sure that she was the one who got me the butter bronzer. I bought myself the butter blush, which we'll use as well, but I'm pretty sure she was the one who got me the bronzer. So I'm gonna bronze up my face using that Physicians Formula butter bronzer. Oh, it's so funny that they made a perfume of this. I'm pretty sure she was looking for it. I'm not sure if she ever got it. Let us know down below, Nessa, if you ever got that body spray that they came out with. And if it smells as good as this. I am gonna look so orange and Oompa Loompa today, but it's okay. Because it's just makeup and it'll wash off. Oh yeah. Okay, and then like I said, I'm gonna use the butter blush, and I got the shade Plum Rose, which is this guy. And then she sent me this, and it was so impressive that I went out and got another shade. So this is the Maybelline Masterclass highlighter in the color Molten Gold, and then I did buy myself the rose gold one, but I want to use the one that she sent me. Look at how beautiful this highlighter is. Oh. Oh my gosh. I haven't used this in so long because I've been getting so much new prestige stuff. Oh, so good. It was so creepy. Okay, so I'm gonna do my brows off camera and I will come back at ya. So I did my brows, but she also sent me a Wet n Wild clear brow gel, and this is called Mega Clear, and it's just like a traditional, you know, spoolie. Let's see if it works better than the two that I have now, because that would be a great alternative if you, because it's definitely more cost effective or cost friendly, but budget friendly. Golly, it's Monday, can you tell? I can't talk. I love Mondays. Aiden goes back to school, Andrew's off every other Monday. Does anybody else, Sean and I were talking about this over the weekend, does anyone else not like weekends? I don't like weekends. So, I wore an eye look in some of the Vlogmas videos, and you guys really enjoyed it, and it was using the Kevyn Aucoin Nude Pop palette, which a few people did request that Shauna and I both do a look with it, and I think she's done 2. I want to say 1 or 2. So I am going to show you how I achieved that look. It was really easy, but it's a lot of blending. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So I think I'm gonna do just one eye and show you, and then do the other one off camera, because we'll literally be here all day. So I'm gonna take a really fluffy brush. This is my M441. I love this brush from Morphe. And I'm gonna take this color right here, which is Design, I think. Because you never know. You know how like sometimes people flip this to that instead of just putting it directly behind the color? Anyways, I'm taking this kind of tan, pinky, taupey shade, and we're gonna start off with that and just really blend it out. So I have a towel sitting in front of me that's like for my beauty room, and it's like stained with makeup. It's just a crappy towel, and I constantly like wipe it off and go back in and blend it. Like you'll see me do that when I do the darker color, just because it can get overwhelming, especially with the darker color. You don't want like it to just fall and go everywhere. So I'm bringing that all the way into my inner corner, and I'm just leaving just the tiniest space between this color and my brow. So going in with the dark color now. So this is the color, I'm assuming Sculpt, but again, you just never know. It's the darkest color in the palette. It's this purple, and I'm taking an itty bitty little M507 from Morphe, and I'm literally just going to start placing it. So I'm gonna make my own eye shape, but I'm gonna start with my mobile lid and go all the way in, and then I'll work it up, just because I have hooded eyes. If I just did them on my mobile lid, it would literally disappear. So I just do a little bit at a time, like really kind of packing on the color. And you could use a packing brush for this, but I like the tip of this because it goes like into my crease instead of like a flat brush where it's gonna like kind of cut it out. I don't know how to explain it. I just prefer this brush to a packing. Making sure to get all the way down, because I was noticing, I think it was on this eye with the look, that it got kind of messy down at the bottom. Like it wasn't as completely opaque, and as well as like through my crease it got like a little muddied. It was still a really pretty look, and I loved it so much, but I learned some lessons, and that's the whole point of doing things with makeup. You can constantly learn something even after doing it for 20 years, almost. Shoot off in the comments down below. I want to know when your parents let you start wearing makeup. My mom would not let me wear makeup until I was in middle school, so 12th grade. I was 12 years, no. How old was I? 11, I think. 11 or 12 when I went into the 6th grade. For us back in the day, that was middle school, was 6th grade. So and then I'm just going to give myself the shape that I want, which I told you guys before in the past, I like a cat eye, just because not only do I have hooded eyes, I kind of have a lazy eye, and so I like to bring it up instead of droop them down. So now I'm just going to go and make this a little bit higher, not too much, because once I blend it out it is going to go up anyway, but I just want to see how it's like kind of skippy. I don't think that's a word, but it looks skippy. Peanut butter. Just kidding. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it like that, and then I'm taking a different M441 and going into this kind of darker taupey shade. This is Surreal, this color right, this color right here, and I'm just tapping into it, and I'm just gonna start buffing that edge. And this is where like I'm gonna be constantly like wiping off and then going back in, wiping off, going back in, because it picks up so much of that purple that I laid down because I laid it down so thick, but that's okay. So every time my hand goes down, it's going onto the towel. I laid down that color Surreal, and now I'm gonna marry Surreal and Sculpt as best as I can. I'm gonna pick up a little bit more of the Surreal just to put down over here, and then constantly wiping off. And then I'm gonna go back in with Sculpt and bring it up a little bit higher, because again, I don't want it to get lost. All right, so taking that M441 and Surreal again, and just going right over the edge of it. And I'm like putting no pressure on my eye whatsoever. I'm literally just holding it to my skin. Like, you don't see my eyelid moving or anything like that. I'm not like, you know what I mean, swirling and going crazy. I'm just marrying these two colors as best as I can. That's all. So I have a little bit of fallout, no big deal. I'm just going to swipe it away using my big huge bronze brush from Marc Jacobs. So we're gonna go in with the lower lash line, and I'm going to take another fluffy brush. This is from the Jaclyn Hill. This is a JH40, which again, it's just like one of those little dome brushes. And I think I put this really pretty purple underneath. Did I? No, I think I put this purple right here. It's like a grungy purple. It's called Majestic. I hope that, I don't know. And then he does have a really pretty white highlight, and this is called, I really think that this is, I don't know, it's called Graffiti, but I can't imagine like a glitter white being called graffiti. Anyways, I'm gonna use an IT Cosmetics brush. The writing has rubbed off, but I always like using this one for my inner corner highlight and my brow bone highlight, just because it's a little bit stiffer, and so it like really places your color for you instead of flimsy and getting all over the place. And then I'm just gonna pop a little bit under the arch of my brow and kind of mat it down. And then I think I put my Marc Jacobs Fine Wine, which seems like a really odd pairing because it's like a burgundy, but it looked really, really cool. I love this because it just makes my eyes pop really, really blue. So I'm gonna do the other eye off of camera, and I'll be right back. I've had to redo my entire face makeup twice and this eye 3 times. I don't know what it is. Anytime I even look at the purple on it, it goes away. I've applied it, reapplied it, and I'm trying to like blend it out into that really pretty pink color, and it's just like not cooperating at all. It looks terrible, but I'm just gonna do a lip with you guys and call it a freaking day. I've been in here for an hour and a half and gone through another battery. So I want to use the MAC, this is Babe Town. I think that this nude is so friggin' pretty, and it goes with this look so nice. Like this eye is like, yes, hi, how are you? And this one's like, meh. Oh, I like the purple got everywhere it wasn't supposed to. You guys, it like blended all the way up into like my eye. It was like all over my nose. Oh my goodness. And I like was trying to just mask it with like setting powder. Like, oh man, it was terrible. And there's like still purple right here, but I just know the more that I mess with it, the more it spreads. So I'm just gonna leave it alone and not mess with it. I've killed so much time doing this and I have so much to do, but that's life. And now I'm gonna go clean all of my makeup brushes because they all have this dark purple on them. It's so weird because I did this look the very first time in such a hurry. I wanted like a dark kind of sexy look for Andrew when he came home, and I did it in like, it was nothing. No issues whatsoever, and today was not the case. So now I have to clean all of my makeup brushes. It's all over my desk. Like, this purple is on my wall. I don't even know how this is happening. So like I said, this look, this eye is so pretty. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any other requests, please leave them in the comments down below. Don't forget that this week we are doing a giveaway for the makeup lever. So I hope you guys are entering that. It's over on the very first video. That playlist is always linked down below. I love you guys so much. I thank you for watching. If you are new, hello and welcome. My name is Brittany Cocco. You are watching the Cocco channel. Please subscribe if you're not already, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye.